And now, from Naples, Florida, next question.
Wow. Welcome to the show, man. Episode 5.
Episode 5. Maxwell Studios. DeVoe Cadillac, sponsored by DeVoe Cadillac, Z Enterprises, the Autism School of Collier County. It's a big one. I mean, they've all been big, Pat, but this is on my bucket list to interview.
Yeah.
The young lady.
Why though? Like, I've been so excited all week.
Young. I appreciate that.
I've been so excited all week because it's very few personalities that when I walk into a room, it's not about who outshines who. Everybody, she's a bright light. But when I walk into a room with a crowd full of people, or I'm at an event, some of the biggest fundraisers we've been to in this town, she's up on stage emceeing an event in front of 1,000 people, 500 people, some of the biggest heavy hitters in town. Doesn't miss a beat, gets everybody laughing, does it with a bright, enthusiastic smile. And I want to apologize for my co-host, Pat Jira, right now, but he's muted today. He's muted. He's wearing a muted shirt, a muted jacket, and muted pants.
I didn't get the memo for the color coordination.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
Krista Fogelsong, you got to step shit up.
I apologize for
Next
that.
question.
But let's roll right into Pat's open house.
Amazing.
Sunset Realty that he had. And you had Krista Fogelsong there. So that, I mean, that speaks volumes right there. But
we had her on the show.
What other open house event did you have? Krista Fogelsong, a live podcast, Maddie Jolly.
We even did a reel on the steps of that.
I saw it. That was
You
great.
and your girlfriend.
Yeah.
Did you plan that?
We did
On the spot.
We'd seen a video similar to that, and we both were instructors in the 90s. Well, I still am an instructor, but
the 90s.
Yeah, the 90s.
Great era.
Class, right? Now I teach yoga and some other classes, but we were 90s step instructors, so we both had some Louboutins, and so we said, let's do a video where we get to the steps and do a little step routine. And so we thought, I'm sure there's a beautiful set of stairs in this lovely home, and of course there was.
Right in front of the Bentley and
in front of everything else and the beautiful.
Is it wrong that I watched that video 37 times?
37 is Pat Dearborn. You should play that lottery number.
She's
so 37. 37.
What's the Lubinations?
The red bottom shoes.
This is a family show.
Louis Vuitton?
Lubinations, okay to say?
I don't have them on today because they're very hard to walk in. So I can't believe I did a step routine with those on because they're very hard to walk in. But
I love how silly you are. Like
your social media, and I told you that it's real.
With our other guest, Sean Friend.
You have me engaged.
In the world.
Yeah.
She's engaged.
Yeah, when you post something,
she is.
Well, thank you. I just try to be funny and myself. I think authentic is the key. You know, when you try to be someone else, people can see right through that. So, I'm dorky. I'm, ugly in the morning.
Very dorky.
Whatever. So,
very ugly.
Very ugly in the morning.
But we don't discriminate. We have all kinds of people on our shows.
Yeah.
Ugly people and not ugly people. So yeah.
I like dorky people. I like people that can own it,
Yeah.
I can own it. I'm a dork.
Pat Jira's
that's why Pat
Jira's been on that for a long time.
Absolutely.
It's fun to be dorky. No one wants to be perfect all the time.
Well, too, and being a news anchor for 25 years, you have to be serious, right? So,
and you had to be on.
You had to be on, so you get to show a little bit more of your personality now with social media and some of the other things you do. But
it's more fun just to be yourself and to be honest.
But 25 years, news anchor.
That was a long time.
Long time.
We were talking about
Robert R. Morrow award winner, man. I did a little research on you.
Yeah.
And again, I will tell you this too. I like a lot of things about you, and one of them is you do act, you dance and act and laugh and talk and walk into a room like you don't care. In other words, this is me. I'm here to be a bright light for others in a dark world. And I get that vibe from you all the time. But you've won some serious, I didn't know you back then. Ricky and I weren't born yet in the 90s, but so
I am an OG.
You are an OG.
Yeah.
And being a newscaster, what does it mean to win the most? I did my research, didn't know a lot about the awards.
For the show today.
Yeah.
But the Robert R. Morrow Awards,
Edward R. Murrow,
is a big deal. So tell me, in the scheme of awards, being a newscaster, how big is that award?
It's a huge deal, and we won that for a best newscast during COVID, and it was a huge deal, especially for ABC7 because we were sometimes considered the redheaded stepchild. No offense to any redheaded gingers out there, because and a lot of my family is redheaded, but that's what they used to call us because we were in the same building back when it was Waterman Broadcasting.
Mm-hmm.
It was competing with NBC2, and so to win over NBC2 and over Wink and over Fox 4 and everyone else, and actually in the state, it was a great honor. So I was really proud of that.
Is there a lot of money in being a newscaster? I'm just asking because I feel like you all get to a pinnacle, and then the good ones leave and go out to the private sector?
Yeah, I think that it's a decent money. Obviously, the bigger the market you go, the more money you make, and
Sure.
whatever newscast you are anchoring. But I think a lot of people that are in this market really love Southwest Florida, and so that's why we stayed. You know, I had an agent for a while, and I had offers in different markets, but you know, you have to consider lifestyle over salary sometimes. And I think a lot of times, what is your lifestyle? I tell it to my friends all the time because I have friends that are living all over the country. And I said, do you have a good lifestyle? And when, I was at Fox 4 and we moved away and came back, and it's kind of a funny story. Do you have time to tell that?
We want to hear. We want to listen. The world wants to know.
3-hour show. If you want, whatever you want.
Sure we've got a fireplace on behind us. I don't know if you.
I feel it. It's a little warm.
Ricky Haas has a CPR class he's instructing at 3:30, but until then, we're wide open.
I don't know how many you guys are, but
this guy does the best mouth-to-mouth resuscitation of anybody in Collier County. Just saying. Next question.
From experience.
So I'm gonna tell the story. We moved down here, my husband and myself moved down here in 2002 from South Dakota.
Mm-hmm.
I had never even heard of Fort Myers before.
South Dakota, is that a state?
I know, right? I'm probably the first person you've met from South Dakota. I actually grew up in Montana, but we lived in Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, she killed the dog.
Oh, I know, that was a bad story to tell. That was a bad story.
It was in the
great person. She's actually very close to people here in Collier.
She was a great governor.
She comes here a lot. She's actually been here a lot to Naples. Yes.
So I moved here from South Dakota for Fox 4, and I was an anchor for 5 years. And at the time, we liked Florida, but it was just different because we were away from our family. My husband and I are both from up there, and we kind of missed the seasons. Mm-hmm. So when it came time for my contract to be renewed, I was like, I think we want to go back up north. And that was right when the recession hit in 2007. So I made the decision to leave, and then nobody was hiring. And a lot of people were actually putting people on furloughs and things like that. And so we moved back up to South Dakota. And all of a sudden, we realized we're way too close to our family that we used to miss. Now it's a little much.
Yeah.
And
Pat and I can relate to that.
And then also, we didn't miss the seasons. We hated winter.
I was going to say, there's not really many seasons in South Dakota, right?
No, it's like winter and hot summer.
There's winter, harsh winter, and then one month of 70-degree weather.
By the way, what's South Dakota known for, Pat?
Indians and Bike Week.
And what else?
Tattoos.
4 faces.
I can't believe he's not saying
that.
Mount Rushmore. I've been there. Dude, can I tell you a quick story?
Please, because you're on my Mount Rushmore.
He's interrupting my story, but we'll get back
to it. Okay, you know what? I digress. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'll
make it quick.
I love how bossy she is. Go ahead.
Take control. That's what we
love that.
Always call me
our audience right now, females in the audience are all firing up.
Co-host.
Girl power.
Rein us in.
Shut up, Pat.
Wow.
Pat. Okay, so
I ain't been rated since '86. Go ahead.
Next question.
So anyway, we started, vacationing down in Florida all the time. We're like, why do we move? We love this place. We love Southwest Florida. It was just that Midwestern feel that we felt very comfortable here, very conservative. We liked the vibe here. And so we started vacationing here. In the meantime, I had gone to South Bend, Indiana to start up a station there. And I did that. And all of a sudden we were vacationing here, and I really missed Florida. But every time I came here, I felt kind of bad because people would remember me, and I was like, why did I leave? It was kind of this feeling of I shouldn't have left, And so I was on the plane, and this woman was talking to me, and she said, do you think you'll ever come back to Fort Myers? And I was like, I don't know, maybe Florida, but maybe not Fort Myers, because I've kind of been there, done that. But I looked out the window, and the clouds were really beautiful that day. And it was December because we were coming down again to escape winter. And I just said a prayer of thanks instead of, I feel like sometimes when you're wanting things, you're always like, please, Lord, help me, help me, help me, help me. Instead of thank you, thank you, thank you. And so I said a prayer of thanks of just like for letting me experience Southwest Florida and all the people here. And the plane landed, and there was a text on my phone from the news director. And he said, I have a job if you want it. Wow. Is that like the greatest story ever?
Fox?
And that was, that was after Fox. That was Waterman Broadcasting.
Waterman.
Yep.
ABC
and NBC. Yep. So then I came back and I worked there for 10 more years. And so it was meant to be that I come back to Southwest Florida, and I love every minute of it.
You mentioned, and I don't mean to put you on the spot, but we're going to put you on the spot because I've been out with you and seen you. And again, I mean this with all sincerity. You don't ever walk into a room holding your shoulders back like, hey, I'm a big shot. Nope. I'm a big deal. But you are. So you mentioned you would come back on vacation and people will come up to you. How often do you getting recognized as a celebrity of somebody that's been on TV so many times? How big of a deal is that? And how often does that still happen?
It still happens, but people now recognize me for my restaurant reviews and things like that, just for being out in Southwest Florida. So it happens. I think a lot of times I didn't notice, but people who were with me would notice because a lot of people won't come up to you. They'll just whisper, So my husband would be like, they know who you are. Just go up and say hello. And so he was always very good about making me just embrace the celebrity, even though I don't really think of myself as a celebrity. But so even if we were in Walmart and I looked horrible, he'd say, someone recognizes you. So I'd go over and I'd say, hi, I'm Krista, what's your name? And I'd introduce myself. And
that's awesome.
And just because
you made that person's day.
Yeah, exactly. And I just, and I just want to be, that's who I am. I'm not a snooty person. So of course I'm going to say hello and say hi.
Yeah, you put the trovert and extrovert for sure. You're very extroverted for sure. Speaking of extroverted,
do you want to tell your Mount Rushmore story since I cut you off earlier?
No, it's okay.
Go ahead,
this is your show.
Yeah.
You know what?
I got a better one. I got a better one. Mine should be better than Pat's anyway.
I want to hear the better story because you're from there. It's your hometown.
Yep. Well, when I was working in the media, I took over, right? I didn't even let him tell a story.
Love that.
He gave me the audience. I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it.
They are fired up in there right now. The estrogen levels are, that and the heat in here is just crazy. Sweat to death.
I said no to the water, but I might need one later because I am sweating.
I got
you. Right here. It's the fireplace, I guess. I don't know what it is. Anyway, so just quick. This is a quick story.
Yeah.
But I was very fortunate to be in the media in South Dakota. And so I got to go up to Mount Rushmore 4 times on top of Mount Rushmore. So, and what
tell us about that. So how do you get up there?
It's amazing. You have to have a special park ranger escort. But you get to the base where you can, if you see the heads, and then below there's a bunch of rocks. Right where those rocks start, there's a gate with locks and padlocks and high fence. You go through there, and then you walk up this hiking trail. And what's really freaky is at the base of Mount Rushmore, there's a ladder that goes all the way up in between Roosevelt and Lincoln's. Like I always get, yeah. And so you go up there and you climb. It's like straight up forever. And then you get off, and in between, I think it's behind Roosevelt. I got to think of where they are, Lincoln's Head. There is actually a cave they were going to make. Gutzon Borglum, who designed and did Mount Rushmore, was going to make a Hall of Records up there, and that was the plan, is to have it go all the way up and have the path go up there. But it just never got finished. So during 4th of July and everything, they store the fireworks up there, so we would go up there and get to look.
Freaking awesome!
And the fun fact for everyone is there is a 5-foot stake in the top of George Washington's head that you can't see from the ground. A stake, a steel stake that they put there to tie people to, so you don't fall off his head when you're. So we were tied with a rope, like a 5-foot rope that you could walk around his head. And then I had nightmares afterwards because we're just like bebopping around from head to head. And if I would have flipped my ankle or something, I would have been a goner.
So those kind of high heels, because you do rock high heels.
I didn't that time, but that's
nobody does a TikTok video like you in high heels. Next question.
Okay, what's your story? Next question.
No, my story sucks compared to that.
Yeah, you just
a great story. Can I jump in real quick?
Please.
I'm tired of her monopolizing our show.
Please, it's your show.
By the way, you should have a show.
Pat's been to Mount Rushmore 37 times. He's going to tell.
No, I have not. I've only been there one time, but the time I went, they asked veterans to come up. We got to go there right at sunset when they're doing taps and all that stuff. And I went up there, and Lisa and Cooper were with us. Isn't there another rock where they filmed that's Third Dimensions or Close Encounters of the Third Kind?
Crazy Horse is on the other side.
Crazy Horse on the other side.
Yeah.
Isn't there another one called Devil something?
Devil's Tower is further down in
Wyoming. That was part of Close Encounters, the Steven Spielberg movie. So we were doing that whole tour, and we went to Mount Rushmore, and then they said, why don't you come back in the evening at taps? And so they asked for volunteers to be a veteran, you raise your hand, blah, blah, blah. So I did that, and I got a great video of us just folding the flag at taps at Mount Rushmore. That's pretty cool.
It's such a patriotic place to visit, for sure.
It's awesome. And there's still space there for Trump one day to be on there too. So I'm just saying.
Who would be on your Mount Rushmore for people of Southwest Florida over the years?
That's a tough one. Pat and Pat, for sure.
Kissing the host ass.
I know, right?
Take a note.
You're halfway there.
She's
filter
good.
on this.
She's good.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one.
Who
Yeah,
would be on your Mount Rushmore, Pat? Southwest Florida related.
I'd put Alfie Oates on that one. I'd put Mr. Wood, John R. Wood, the guy that started the company I'm with on the board with since 1958. That guy was nuts because of John R. Wood. Mr. Wood, for those that know him, he's like barely even 5 feet tall. And for 2 years in a row, he was the president of the National Association of Realtors. So he got to go hang out with Reagan and became friends with Reagan and Nancy, who came to Southwest Florida to see him and Wanda.
Wow.
And Bush. And so little old Naples, Florida, back before it was anything, real estate wise, Mr. Wood had a vision, and he, his history is unbelievable. We actually have a museum down on Fifth Avenue for John R. Wood and the history of this company. Forget real estate, just what they've done in this community.
Yeah.
I'd put Mr. Wood on there, Alfie Oates on there. I would probably put Byron Donalds only because of our 15-year friendship, and you and him been friends for a long time. Just the person he is, whether he wins governor or not, and he's God will, and he's going to be our governor. But those that don't know, and Pat, you're a Prevy, he came this close to being the vice president over J.D. Vance. And I happened to be there front and center in Milwaukee when all that was going down. So I won't say any more about that, but just Southwest Florida needs to know how close he came to being named vice president. And I was thankful that he was not.
Yeah, I was going to say it's meant to be him being governor.
Listen, make no mistake. I don't care who the president was. Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, Obama, Clinton, Bush, who your governor is. Our day-to-day.
We learned that during COVID,
oh
right?
my God.
Yeah, we learned that.
Imagine, and by the way, for those that forgot, let's talk about that for a second. Just forget politics. Let's talk about history.
Yeah.
DeSantis barely beat out Andrew Gillum.
I was having
who got caught with coke in Miami.
It was crystal meth.
And a couple of
meth, sorry.
Coke, meth. Pat knows his drugs, so make sure you say it right.
With a male prostitute.
So, but we joked.
Well, no. I just had that conversation with someone yesterday.
It was a thin margin.
And if Donald Trump doesn't do that rally at Hertz Arena 4 days before the election, probably a different outcome.
Right.
And if you go to, again, it isn't about me, but if you go to Alfie Oates' Facebook page for the last 5-6 years, his profile picture is a picture behind Donald Trump. And Byron spoke there too. And I happened to be in the front row. That was the first time I ever met Alfie Oates. That was my first ever political rally I ever went to.
Okay.
Byron Donalds invited me. Then we're walking in and they're like, I'm like, how do you get those veteran signs? And the lady's like, are you a veteran? Yes, ma'am. Well, here, you want to sit right here behind the thing and maybe get on TV behind Trump? I'm like, sure. We just sit in those seats for like 7 hours. Byron and all them were on the side. I remember seeing Byron come out there and talk to Hertz Arena, packed house. And I remember saying to myself, that guy's going to be president one day. And I mean that still too. I think he's going to be a great governor. In my heart, I've felt it for a long time. I've told Byron this. I think he is destined for even greater things beyond being the next governor of Florida. And whether that comes to fruition or not, Byron would be on my Mount Rushmore because of the man he is. Him and Erica. I love people that are real, that walk it and talk it, are not scared. As somebody that gets really riled up, I love talking publicly. I'm not scared of public speaking. But there's a way to do it with a lot of class and grace that I sometimes struggle with. People will get up in my face politically over the years. Remember all those years of doing the Seat at the Table podcast shows?
Yeah.
And I was there with Byron Donalds with 18 people all around him, surrounded him. He had no security, no nothing. Larry wasn't there. And they're literally in his face, inches from his face, spit coming out of their mouth, pointing in his face. And
I saw, are you talking about the Jason Beal thing?
Oh, yeah. And I'm literally getting ready to knock somebody out.
Well, that's why Larry was not there, because someone would have.
And I sat there and watched this guy handle all this adversity and this anger and this hostility towards him with such grace, calm, cool. I'm like, that's a real leader, because that guy does not get, I've never seen Byron Donalds get rattled. I've seen Erica ready to throw fists. Erica Donalds is not to be trifled with. She's no joke. I love that girl. She's going to be an amazing. She will be the most hands-on, influential, powerful first lady in the history of Florida. No disrespect to anybody else's wives. Erica Donalds is going to be handling things. You watch education just in Florida.
I'll do you one better. They'll be the first ever husband-wife governor duo. She'll be governor one day.
Wow.
You heard it here first.
Absolutely.
Can I add it?
So that's 3. Can I just get your
You can do
Mount Rushmore? That took about 12 minutes. But
I was going to add a Mount Rushmore too.
So I think the last person on my
name drops in that, Ricky.
The last person that would be on that Mount Rushmore for me would be Ricky Haas.
Okay.
And I'll tell you why.
Oh, can you do it in
I'm
like
not
30
even being funny.
seconds? Yeah, no.
Ricky Haas is one of those guys that, Pat,
Yeah.
when you got wrongfully imprisoned, 63 days of hell, and this is going to be serious for a second. Every time people would ask me what was going on with you or how I knew you, I said the same thing every time. I met you. God got us connected. We're two broken people. We both got issues. And once I locked onto you, I told you day one, once I'm your friend no matter what. So Ricky Haas is that guy. I always said this, man. And my friend Steve Novak, who passed away from cancer. 3 people, you, Ricky, and Steve Novak are the only 3 guys in my life I've ever known that I've never heard a person say a bad thing about them. Other than your ex-wife, I've never heard a person.
Might want to check some.
But I'm just being real, though. Okay, we all got a couple jilted lovers, okay?
Well, no.
And for those of mine out there, I'm sorry, take a number. There's a toll-free number you can
Bragging.
call online. You can call in. But all joking aside, I never heard someone say anybody that matters say a bad thing about you or a bad thing about Ricky Haas. And I love people that are like that are just so well liked.
If someone said anything bad about Ricky Haas, that's a reflection of them. I couldn't even, I'm being dead serious here, not trying to be funny. I couldn't even think a bad thing that you could say about Ricky Haas. That guy doesn't have a bad bone in his body.
One of my favorite compliments when I go out, because I get recognized once in a while too, not like Krista does, but I get recognized all the time. And I'll be out with Ricky and we'll be watching Rock Republic, and I freaking love those guys.
I love those guys.
Yeah.
And people every time, if I'm standing next to Ricky and we're having fun, they'll come up to me, it's normally women, and they'll go, "Man, your son is so good looking." So we had this, it's happened multiple times.
Story, actually.
And we've actually been, I'm not going to lie to you, it gets a little weird. It is Southwest Florida, but there are people that come up and go, "Hey, we'd like to hang out with the dad-son combo. Here's my number." And most of them live up in Cape Coral, though, that do that. But anyway, I digress. But Ricky Haas, all heart, good guy, great guy. And both these guys come to our men's group on Tuesdays. It's not a Bible study group, but it's a men's group. Alfie pops in there sometimes. About 26 guys. We meet upstairs every Tuesday, and we're just reading through a book right now called Fighting the Shadows. Right, Ricky? Fighting the Shadows. Mm-hmm. Shadows that men face, whether it be pornography, gambling, drugs, whatever. Women. It's a really good group. Pat's been coming to it, and the day Pat got released, we all prayed so hard at that court date. And I'm telling you, I believe that. I mean, it was 20. I sent you a video. 26 men praying for Pat Jira to have a very good positive outcome in his court case. And God bless Aaron's in the audience today. Yeah. Aaron was one of the women that stood up and just got shit done and got stuff organized, and we're there. And I'll never forget that. So I have a book, and I keep a log of who's real, who's not real. And I'm being dead serious. To be invited on the show, you got to be real. And Krista Fogelsong is one of those girls. Aaron's real. But again, Ricky Haas would be on my Mount Rushmore for sure.
Can I get mine real quick?
Yeah.
Yes.
Tim Jarrett.
Oh, man.
Dan Colwell, Jim Bloom, and Pat Dearborn.
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
My Mount Rushmore.
Why aren't there any women on here? I'm just kidding. I'm not one of those women. Don't worry. But I do want to say Reinhold Schmieding is from Arthrex would be for what he's done for my husband works for Arthrex, but but I think what he's done for Naples and what he's doing for Fort Myers and everything, I think has just been amazing. And they're very philanthropic.
They are. You know what's crazy? Like, you don't hear their name a lot, but they're the biggest company, period. They're the biggest employer. I mean, in Southwest Florida.
Maybe,
for sure.
Maybe U-Lines might be. I mean, that's
they're building, I think Lee Health and there's a few that are up there. Yeah. But they're building that 1 million square foot facility by the airport. It's going to be amazing. Yeah.
Okay, whatever you do, don't bring up data centers, because data centers give everybody's panties in a wad.
I know.
We're not going to go there with that. No, we're keeping this non-political. By the way, speaking of Lee County, so I know you're a Lee County girl, and we love when you come down to Naples. Be honest. When you come to Naples, do you have to turn on your Waze app or your GPS?
I used to. You know, Naples is confusing. Now I've worked here a few years now.
Cape Coral is the most confusing.
Yeah, Cape Coral makes no sense.
Huge Golden Gate.
I love Cape Coral too. I worked there when I was at Fox 4, but it doesn't make sense because it's like Northwest or Southwest Terrace is in the northwest part of the Cape. You know, it's very confusing. The streets don't make any sense.
I'm already confused hearing you talk about it.
I know. I still.
But Krista, here's this question I want to ask you.
Yeah.
If you could pick one place, and they said, Krista, same house, same affordability, same payment, same everything. You could live in Naples, you could live in Fort Myers, or you could live in Cape Coral. where would you
Yeah,
pick
you're
to
going to
live?
really put a lot of people,
Cape
hit
Coral
them
wouldn't.
against me, right?
This show's real, raw,
Of-
unfiltered,
Oh,
unafraid.
Marco,
Island.
Sanibel. I mean, there's
No.
so many
No Marco?
places.
Can I ask the questions? I gave her 3 choices.
Who would be the
Next question.
realtor? If
Do
you-
I get to say next question? I would say I would
Whatever you want, it's
I
America.
would love to live in Port Royal if I could live in Port Royal, but I wouldn't want my same house.
Spoken,
I'd want somebody else.
spoken like a true diva.
Yeah, I'd want a different house for sure. But I love Port Royal. Are you kidding?
Would that include a new husband or same husband?
Same husband,
Okay,
different
good.
house.
What's your husband's name, by the way?
Lance.
Lance. Okay. Why have I
Lance
never
Steve-
met this guy? So it's so funny. Because I'm not
know why?
making fun because Chris is always out and
No,
about.
I
and
know.
I
I'm
am
just
too.
saying that when you
People are
have
like,
a big
"Pat Dearborn's
personality,
married?"
yeah,
You're
when you
married?
have a big personality, your spouse technically, not technically, but tends to be quieter, more reserved.
And he's got to be very secure in himself.
For sure,
Doing-
yeah, he's
doing
very-
that,
yeah.
Good looking guy. I mean, I seen you.
He's
I
a
seen
great
when you
looking
all
guy.
post.
Yeah,
And how long have you guys been together?
almost. Well, we've been together 28 years, but we'll be 27 next week.
Wow.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And where you guys going?
We're gonna go to Pink Shell Resort. Pink Shell.
Yeah,
A staycation?
Yeah,
Shell
we're
near?
just gonna go. It's on Fort Myers Beach.
Okay, I was
I
gonna say,
love Fort Myers Beach.
You're
I
always
do.
posting from
I
there.
love Fort Myers Beach.
You've been called the queen of Fort Myers Beach.
One of the restaurant owners calls me the mayor of Sanibel. So I've been called many
Wow.
things, but
Mayor of Santa
Pat's the mayor of Freedom
there you
Town,
go.
Wow.
That's right.
and Ricky's the mayor of Lonnie Kai.
All right. Ricky, maybe I'll see you when I'm at the Pink Shell.
I'm not gonna lie. In all the mayoral districts, I'd like to be the mayor of Lonnie Kai too.
Yeah.
Man, Ricky, you
Lonnie
lucky
Kai's
son of
got a
a
Especially
lot of,
during March and the beginning of March. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun. I love Fort Myers Beach. I always say there are, there's apples and oranges. If you want to go to Naples and get dressed up and, go out to dinner at an expensive restaurant, that's Naples. If you want to go to Fort Myers and do your thing during art walk or music walk, that's, Fort Myers. If you want to go down to Lonnie Kai and put a baseball hat on and wear a bikini and no one cares, and no makeup, it's fun. That's why I love Southwest Florida, is because you can be in whatever mood you want to be in. You can dress up, you can dress down, people accept you. And
Talk about some of your,
Wow.
because
She's so good.
You are becoming known for doing the restaurant reviews. So I know I asked you at the Realty event, but some of your favorite restaurants in Fort Myers.
yeah, in
and
Fort
Naples.
Myers, wow, it's tough. I love D-Hop Pizza. I mean, you have to have D-Hop, Downtown House of Pizza. You've never even heard of this
No,
place?
I have not either.
I'm not
Wow.
legally. I'm not
Trump
allowed.
went there.
I'm not allowed in.
Trump
That's
went
what
there.
Carmine goes to?
Yes, and
Okay.
and Trump was there, and but yeah, great New York style pizza. When you walk in, you kind of feel like New York because you can actually buy a slice, and for $4. That's
Wow.
different from Naples, so you can get a slice for $4, and that's one of my favorite places to go. I love going down to Fort Myers Beach, Snug Harbor.
For a Sunday fun day, I'm going to be dropped off at Fort Myers Beach at 10 a.m. on a Sunday fun day after church.
Okay.
Where do I go on Sunday for the ultimate Sunday fun day?
You could get a day pass to Margaritaville, which is always fun because it feels like you're on vacation there. Then I like to bar hop and go to the Tiki Bar, and that's in the Lighthouse Resort right next to Margaritaville. The Whale is on the other side. Snug Harbor has great fresh fish, and I feel like I'm leaving people out. If you want good pizza, you go upstairs to Petey's Upper Deck. They make great Miami Vice
Wow.
too. I
She
have
knows
a
her stuff.
Miami Vice research. I'm doing ongoing research. Who has the best Miami Vice?
Wow.
I don't drink anymore, but Miami Vice was a
It's
favorite.
so good.
It
It's
is
so
good,
bad
especially
for
on the
you.
summer too.
Yeah.
Hot summer day.
I've
Yeah.
never had a Miami Vice. What's in it?
It's
strawberry daiquiri and pina colada. So it's just
half
two
and
mixed,
half.
but
Half
it's
and half.
it's
half and
beautiful. It's coconut.
Refreshing.
So it's.
Krista makes me want to have one.
I know.
So-
we should have one right now because you would be
She's
sweating
got-
so much.
Krista
pretty
puts a
passionate.
floater in hers, but
Yeah, sometimes I do like Malibu floaters.
Wow. So is there a business in this? I mean, I see the following you have, and we talked about it with an earlier guest. There are a lot of people that can say they've got 1 million followers, but if you look at it, there's really
They're
not
not
social
real.
interaction. I look at I am enamored with people that have social media game, and I have been watching you for a while.
Mhm.
And there's people in this room right now that are up and coming that I see their social media game. To me, it's not about the followers, the number. You can buy that. It's about the interaction.
Right.
And we talk about conservative ant.
100%.
Conservative ant has one of the most loyal. But I got to tell you get a lot of engagement with people.
100%. Yeah.
Is that, what are you doing for it? I'm not trying to be funny. I know we run in the same real estate world. Is real estate really the job that pays the bills, or is it your passion is to do this, the food reviews and all that? Like, what are you doing right now as far as paying the bills?
You asked that, Pat,
Yes.
because just a couple weeks ago, I decided to make content creation more of my passion because I do enjoy it, and a lot of people are asking, "Come to my restaurant, come to." So now I'm doing it as a business, and going to places and kind of doing little infomercials for them because it actually is fun. Yeah, it's fun. I might as well, do what you love, right?
Yeah.
So
that's awesome.
I'm still doing real estate, and I still am on the One Fort Myers project, the first high-rise in downtown Fort Myers in 20 years.
That's why you've been posting about that all the time. So that's your project.
Yeah, I'm on that project. Yeah.
Wow.
So
what does that mean? You're on that project?
Well, they just have a team that's designated for that sale.
For sales.
For sales. Yep. So I go to the sales center a couple times.
And if I have someone that wants to buy something there, I'd send them to you, or could I bring them?
You could bring them, or you can send them, whatever.
Okay.
Or just tell me, and I'll put your name in.
Are we offering a 10%?
We have a negotiation, or what's the?
Maybe. No.
But it's so funny that I talk about real estate all the time. I love real estate. And she definitely, when you jumped in that market, when you left the news, that your previous life, I'm like, I swear to God, I've told you about 1,000 times. I would have talked to you tenfold to try to get you to come on board the team because of the energy you brought. And I think the people that brought you on board with them, I'm not going to say any names, benefited tremendously from your energy and being there. Are you still affiliated with anybody in Naples? Or are you pretty much now just attached to the One Fort Myers?
I'm still in Naples. I'm still with the Naples office, the Serhant office. So, but before I became an agent, I was actually kind of working for the office, getting the brand out. Yeah. So I wasn't a real estate agent. And then I was like, everyone kept saying, you should be in real estate. So I'm still kind of a newbie in real estate, but I'm enjoying it. And I love giving house tours and things like that. So
your facial spoke 1,000 words. Your facial response when we talked about doing this food review thing, your face lit up. And no disrespect to real estate.
Yeah.
Because I love doing this too. The problem with doing this show and this vision Pat and I had, it costs money. It takes time. But I love doing it. And I love supporting my guy because he's the one that kind of got me into, hey, come on to my podcast show. And I thought Pat Jira did a phenomenal job, still does. So we had this idea for next question, but I love it. I love real estate too. But your face lit up when I thought about that food thing. So there are bigger things coming then? Is that going to become a big thing?
Yeah, I think so. And, I think anyone who knows me knows that I love Southwest Florida. So I just enjoy showing people why I love Southwest Florida because I'm not from here. Hardly anyone's from here. So I think especially it ties with real estate because you're selling the lifestyle. So it's easy to tie real estate and content together.
And you're so associated with Southwest Florida. Krista Fogelsong, Southwest Florida. It just kind of goes hand to hand. So
I try.
I wish I had brought her on our team. I said that
dropped the ball there, Pat.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, hey, but she's still there. But I mean, she brings a lot to the table. I love that I love Naples. I just do.
Right.
I can't help but post a video of the beach. And so many people.
And you've been doing it for 20 plus years. I remember.
Yeah, but I know I'm passionate, but I'm just telling you, real recognizes real. What you do, I'm drawn to it. What Cedric does, I'm drawn to it because it's a different take on I'm not one of those people that gets jealous or competitive. I seriously, and Pat knows this, I root for everybody else doing great. Now,
except for Joe Pavich.
I don't got to root. I love Joe Pavich.
I know you do.
Hey,
I was a
bottom
joke.
Joe, quote me on this. No, nicest eyebrows in the business, period. And story.
No, but I would say the ultimate compliment is I know Joe Pavich real well as well. And him and Pat, two of the biggest realtors, but they're really good friends and they have fun together.
We're in this together.
Yeah.
But again, to me, my love of real estate actually if you drill all the way down, peel the onion back a few layers. My love of real estate is because of my love of this town.
Right, yeah.
And I've got to expand. I've been expanding now, doing deals in Cape Coral, not like Ricky in all 67 counties.
There we go.
But I have expanded.
You're doing stuff in
Naples.
Georgia. I see.
I've expanded beyond Naples to Lee County, and I'm loving Lee County, and I'm loving the deals in Lee County. Yeah. So if I want to check out more info on that One Naples, what do I do?
Well, it's not in Naples.
The Fort Myers.
One Fort Myers. Sorry. No, you're right.
One Fort Myers. Well, you can contact me, Krista.Fogelsong at Serhant.
There you go. .com.
Yeah.
.org.gov. If I want to follow
hotmail.com.
your food review show, how do I do that?
Florida News Chick, Instagram and TikTok, and Krista Fogelsong on Facebook. Yeah, I know. It's
That's awesome.
catchy.
I love it.
Now working as a news anchor for 25 plus years, NBC, ABC. Can you tell us some behind the scenes? Yeah.
I don't know if there's dirt. I just think that it's a definitely different,
Wasn't like Anchorman where you have a rivalry with another anchor. And
it's funny because Kelly Burns is leaving, and Kelly Burns and I were friends, and she sat right behind me, and our newsroom was kind of like a big circle, and her desk was right behind me, and then we also got ready together in the makeup room, which was really fun getting to know her because I think that's where you really talk to someone is when you're like just putting makeup on and things like that. So it was fun. So Kelly's retiring, and I wish her the best. That's coming up next week. So stay tuned for that on Waterman Broadcasting. You might see me there.
Oh,
wow.
Teaser.
Stay tuned. Teaser.
What's your take on that whole Matt Devitt?
I don't want to get involved in that one.
That was like the hottest talking point.
I don't know.
Reached out to him, have him on our show, by the way.
Oh, did you?
We're going to get him on our show for sure. The guy's the best weatherman, period, end of story.
Nope. JP, best weather guy. I will say that.
What makes a weather guy?
Well, JP was the most accurate, and he was actually voted the most accurate.
Now, is it them that they're actually?
No, there's a company that follows. It's called Weather Rate, and JP was like 8 years in a row. He was the most accurate weather meteorologist.
Because not that I watch the weather religiously, but it's always 80% chance of rain. It's busy
true.
hurricane season.
Stop. Why are you throwing that out there in the world?
I do have to give Allison Ray some props too because I love Allison now too. So sorry.
Since JP is gone.
I did years ago. Yeah. Yep. Years ago back in Fox 4. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you're I'm going to say that you're political because you cover all the bases. You say all the right things. You don't leave anybody out. No, I mean that. That's a talent.
She's wearing a blue dress because she's a Democrat.
Nope, she's not. But here's a question for you. Okay. When are you going to get involved in running for office and serving our community?
You know what? Wow. I thought about that recently.
Really? Which a particular race or just in general?
I did.
We'll talk
about this. We'll talk about this maybe off camera.
Inside your head.
But I was thinking about that just because I do love Southwest Florida so much, But maybe someday.
Really? So not ruling it out.
I don't know. Yeah.
Because we're very similar.
Yeah.
Would it be?
When are you going to run?
You wear nicer shoes.
When are you going to run?
We're running again for re-election.
Okay. I meant for something else.
Nope.
Okay.
No, I think
I've asked, and he's been asked by a couple.
Doesn't matter.
No. You like to share behind the scenes story? Let me share something.
Yeah.
This congressional thing is going to be a shit
big
show.
players.
Mark my words.
He's not going to let me tell the
story. What's going to happen? Let's get back to that, but tell your story.
Yeah, no.
I'm controlling this now. Tell your story, Pat, and then Pat, you can speak.
You're not.
And then I'm going to say something.
I'm making you think you are. You're not.
Fun that way. There was some big power players and big wigs because they even reached out to me that wanted to get Pat to run for Congress for Byron Donald's seat.
Because there's not enough people in that race already.
There's not enough good people.
Yeah.
In that race.
So is Dan Cowell.
A couple good ones,
and now they got this new district. I just heard Casey Ascar just filed.
I saw that.
It's going to be a complete shit show. We're going to have Madison Cawthorn on our show.
So you skipped over that, Krista?
Yeah.
Madison
True
Cawthorn.
politician. Yeah.
Well, because I'll tell you why.
Yeah. Tell them about why you didn't want to. What was your answer? Why you didn't want to run?
Because I love Southwest Florida. I love Freedom Town, USA. You become a congressman for $200,000 a year.
Yeah.
They own you. Yeah. You're their little bitch. They say, go here, go there. I had a lot of great talks with Byron. It's a really tough business to be gone from here, away from my family, away to do that. Yeah, man. And to me, I don't think one person can make a difference in the swamp of 400 and some reps. I don't. I think the governor is going to be great. I think we've got great county commissioners here. And I think we're going to be in for a crazier than normal political season. And it's going to start July. August is the primaries. Be prepared for all the negative commercials and text messages. They're going to text everybody in Southwest Florida with negative stuff. I'm just telling you, we have got to be positive and focus on the good things to help combat all the darkness and evil and fear mongering that's going to be coming our way. And by the way, again, another reason why I like who's sitting next to us, she is a light. And I love people that are lights in a dark world because, and Ricky's nodding his head, you are. And that's a factual statement because that's why I'm drawn to you and people are drawn to you because you put a great spin and a positive spin. But when you say, I love Southwest Florida, you freaking mean it. And you do. And it's dumbfounding to me that people live here and work their butts off in the grind, and they forget to go walk the beach one day. They have never seen a dolphin, have never seen a manatee, have never gone out and seen the little sea turtles on the beach, have never gone and done and walked Big Cypress, have never gone and done the Everglades boat tours, have never gone to Fort Myers and done the great museums there, the Edison Museum and the Shell Factory and all these great things, have never collected a seashell or a shark's tooth.
Let me ask you this real quick, Pat, since you asked Krista, and you can answer this as well, Krista. Someone's coming to Naples, Florida to spend the day,
Or Fort Myers.
Well, we did Fort Myers, drop off in the morning. Where would you take them? Being a Naples, Florida expert. Yeah, to spend the whole day.
That's real easy, man. Okay. You ready?
I'm ready.
It's 5 stops.
Yeah, let's go.
First and foremost, I take them to see the table.
I would too.
And I actually closed more real estate deals there during COVID than I did. I had a whole routine.
Was the only place open?
You go to Naples Pier, you take them by Venetian Village. You have lunch there outside. Maybe see some dolphins at Maria Mayor's.
Yeah.
But again, things have changed a little bit. I would still do see the table for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big fan of the Ritz, Gumbo Limbo, so I would do the Ritz. Yeah. I'm blessed to be a member there, so I would obviously get access to that. Mm-hmm. And then I think really a place that's underrated that you have to go see all the time is I take them by, not downtown, but I take them a little bit north of that, up in that Aqua Lane, Park Shore, Moorings area.
Okay.
And of course, now you got to say the Four Seasons, man. The Four Seasons is a great spot. So there's just tons of spots to go do.
What about you, Krista?
He hit most of mine. I would go see the table. I always take my family there when they come into town because I love it. You can't explain it. You have to experience
Krista,
it.
During COVID, when you would bring people in there.
Yeah.
How crazy was that during COVID?
Insane. Yeah.
And and I'm not knocking your family, your friends, my family. The world was going crazy, and they would come here
for going there during COVID in the news station. We got kind of
get out of here.
Not in trouble, but
frowned upon.
There was talk about the fact that I went there during COVID. Yeah. So
how'd you handle that?
I didn't care.
Tell them kiss my grits.
This America went on the free.
America.
Brave.
Next question.
Yeah. Next question. Yeah. So yeah. Well, I think it was also because it was political, but there were a lot. I got busted for a lot of things. Because
this is a family-friendly show. So
no, during COVID.
What happens in Lee County stays in Lee County.
It was my 50th birthday, and so I took all my girlfriends. We all went to Fort Myers Beach and went bar hopping, and someone ratted me out to the station. Well, I posted pictures all over the place too.
I hate that. I'll tell
you. But so I had to go I took so many COVID tests you wouldn't believe it, and so I had to go take a COVID test. Now, I had no symptoms. I traveled to Mexico 4 times in 2020, so it was like I didn't care. My husband and I were the thought of, one, we both were essential workers, so we had to go to work. So if I feel like traveling, I'm going to travel. And there were some great travel deals during COVID.
Great deals.
So so we went to Mexico, and but I had to get tested and take time off before I came back to work and everything like that. But someone told the higher ups that I had been in a social setting that was a lot of people or something. So I had to go get a COVID test, but I was going to Cabo like the next weekend. If I would have gotten tested positive, that would have ruined my whole Cabo trip. You know what I mean? Because you couldn't have traveled then.
Did all that BS, but Krista, did that play into you leaving?
Really what made me leave is the schedule, because I was working till almost midnight every night. And that's honestly.
Are you serious, till midnight?
Because I was a 6, 7, and 11 anchor. So
so what time would you get there for a 6 p.m.?
2:30. You have to do. There's so much behind the scenes.
It's called show prep.
Yeah, come on, Pat. This is what these guys.
I come here.
That just shows that Walt is in 5
minutes. A minute before the show.
For the show.
What are you, Matt Devitt? That's gonna be a funny joke. People like that.
Wow, Krista dropping jokes on the gas and everything. By the way, guys, enjoy this show because she'll never be invited back again.
I know.
Next question. So, all joking aside, though, so I'm getting there at 2:30, and I'm doing the 6,
7, and 11.
So what would you do between 7 and 11?
7-11, you do get a dinner break, a crappy dinner break, because it's at 7:45. So from 7:45 till about 9, you could go to dinner. Which who wants to eat? I don't like to eat that late because
get all bloated back on camera.
Exactly. So
there were a couple times I looked at you. You looked a little bloated. I'm just being real.
The
11 o'clock show.
I went through a phase of blood.
I changed the channel. I'm not gonna lie. I changed the channel.
It was probably after a vacation.
You don't stay up till 11 o'clock. You're in bed by 9.
Right? No, so you get in there, you do promos, you have to write. So I was in charge of writing all the teases in between each commercial break for all the shows. And then my co-anchor Jeff would write the promos. So we would write them all and then go get ready. And that's why I would talk with Kelly Burns in the makeup room. And then at 4 p.m., we had to record all these promos that you would see, like coming up tonight at 7, blah, 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 coming up tonight at 10, or 11. And so that's what you're doing.
Though, man. You're good at that stuff.
So. It was a lot of, I liked it because I tend to be a procrastinator in my own life. So I like being on a schedule because you can't be a procrastinator in the news business or you miss air. Yeah, exactly.
Was there push and pressure from the news organizations to push forward this?
I will say not locally.
Okay, good.
There was never local news, and that's where I would get mad when people would call me the media and things, because I got flack from both sides. I have my right friends who would give me flack for being in the media, and my left friends.
Love right friends.
Right. I love them all, Pat. I'm sorry, my chair.
So good.
I know,
she covers all the. She checks all the boxes, Pat.
I'm really not that PC, but anyway. So no, but I just luckily. The people that I worked with closely were big J journalists. So which I think that is what's fading, is people are not, they're doing more opinions. And this happened, I can go back, this gets political, but it happened when Trump became president because some of the people started giving their opinions and then.
Not the news.
And not the news. And they would slant it and I always say this is a perfect example. Governor Ron DeSantis says that he's created 12,000 new jobs. But you could say Governor Ron DeSantis claims that he's created 12,000 new jobs. Mm-hmm. So it's the same statement, sure. But it's said differently with a little bit of a dig. Or you know what I mean? It's like, so you can say the same thing, but there were just things, And
I remember the news station you work for and several local ones jumping on the bandwagon or trying to bash DeSantis during the whole Disney thing. When he called out Disney and he ended up winning that battle. Yeah. But there were a lot of people that would still jump on. And yet all of us are down here enjoying just an unbelievable lifestyle during COVID. I mean, COVID put Florida on the map as the number one place to be. It still is number one place to be. And by the way, let's not forget what's going to happen in November on the ballot, aside from getting Byron Donalds, our next governor. Mm-hmm. No property taxes.
Right.
Are you excited about that?
I'm very excited. That's great for real estate.
How are we going to pay for it?
Yeah.
We have a surplus.
Nice.
Because we have so many people coming to this beautiful state that we enjoy.
Your talking points are so good.
Right? No, I just posted on that. So I was looking up. It's a huge deal. And I think it's like he said, we're still going to pay property taxes, but not continue to pay them over and over and over,
Ricky Haas hasn't paid property taxes since 1987.
Ricky Haas hasn't paid taxes since 1987.
You were born in 1987? Oh.
Well, they didn't pay taxes that year.
Yeah.
Great year for wine, too, by the way, 1987.
How old are you, Pat?
Too old. 44.
Okay.
Yeah.
Almost 58.
I'm 55.
Yeah, you're young.
I have no problem saying that.
You're young. We're making 50s great again, by the way.
That's right.
Absolutely.
That's right. I don't want to say this to my mom. Well, she won't be watching, but
what? Your mom better be watching.
That age group, they look, every age group, they look older before their time. But, I feel like the Gen X and even some of the boomers have kind of embraced being fit and being young and, so I think it's a different
at their disposal too.
Right. That's true.
Botox.
That's
guys.
What are you on, Pat?
Listen to me. Gary Brecka says it all the time, right? One of my dear friends. We're about to enter the age where people, if they want to, can live to be 130 years old. Now, again, what does living to be 100, 110, 120 look like? If someone's got to wipe my butt and wipe my chin, I probably don't want a part of that.
Right.
But I can tell you right now, my parents, your parents, they weren't going to health clubs. They weren't working out. Right. They weren't biohacking. They weren't doing breath work and grounding and cold plunges and all these things. And the game changer is peptides. Because now of Trump and Maha and Kennedy, they've now unleashed these things that no longer have to be solely made in China or India or Mexico. And I know a lot of people that are already getting in on that business. And you wait till now in the next year, And there's going to be a peptide for everything. I just was told yesterday there's a peptide you can take that can actually make your skin brown without having to go tanning, spray, anything. There's a peptide, a copper peptide that can make your face like you've had 3 filters instantly.
Let's get that one.
So there's going to be I'm telling you right now, there's going to be literally hundreds of different kind of peptides for whatever your goal is. If I want triceps and arms like my girl next to me, like Krista, there'll be a peptide for that. So peptides are going to help make everybody great again. And I'm praying that from a government standpoint, after we've given away so many billions and billions to other countries and to Minneapolis learning centers, that we can hopefully do some financial assistance to those that can't afford these healthier. The problem with healthy lifestyle is even see the table. It's expensive.
Yeah.
I want to buy the Alfie Oats and Gary Brecka approved masa chips with 3 ingredients. It's $12 a bag. I can go buy a box, a month's supply of Doritos.
Brazil nuts, $10.
Can I just say something about my mom really quick? Because I want to make sure that I think when she was in her 50s, it was a different time. But my mom now, I'm going to post a picture on Facebook, is 85 years old. And she teaches a chair yoga class to people who are older than she is. And I think it's amazing.
My mom's in one of those places. My mom's in assisted living, Helen Dearborn. She's 86. We just had to put her dog down, Sassy, 2 days ago. So sad. But my mom is tougher than a $3 steak, lost both breasts to cancer, lost an eye to cancer. But she's in assisted living and she does the chair aerobics.
I've taught it before. It's hard. It's a good workout.
That's awesome. So God bless your mom for doing that. Yeah. But again, our parents worked hard, smoked hard, drank hard. We took 1 vacation a year. Like that was a big deal. Right? I take a vacation a month. I'm just being honest. Why? Because I can. I love seeing Krista's travel videos, man. But that's what we're here to do. Yeah. We're here to live life.
There's something mental with a vacation too. I mean, the planning. I mean, I get excited about planning, buying clothes for it, doing.
You get excited about doing TikTok videos while you're on vacation.
I do. I have a list.
The buffet.
Oh wait, the buffet.
That was hilarious.
Yes, we're going on a girls' trip in the end of July.
What is your editing, by the way?
I edit everything. I shoot and edit everything myself.
She's good, man.
One-stop shop.
That's why if you're a business out there and you want to be noticed on social media.
I do.
Yeah.
Can you do that?
I can. Yes, I can.
I'm kidding you right now.
I'm ready. Okay, we'll talk afterwards. Yes.
I have a Groupon on my iPhone.
That's right.
What? I'm dying to know what's in Krista Fogelsong's playlist.
Oh, okay. 80s rock.
80s.
Okay, so I'm gonna be, and I'm friends with Pete. He's the lead singer to Trickster. I love me some Trickster. I'm trying to get him to Sugar Shack. I loved Trickster. I love all that 80s, Poison, Def Leppard, Bon Jovi a little bit. I'll listen to a little bit, but I loved all that 80s stuff. You know, I just saw, oh yeah.
Well, Trickster.
See, they fit in here.
You mentioned Sugar Shack.
I love Sugar Shack.
How cool was it? I like Trickster.
You know Trickster, Ricky?
Tell me what's your name.
That's a really obscure 80s hair band. That's a really wild card, and that's
rock band, like
yeah,
like Kicks and
yes, and Poison,
LA Guns.
Yeah, LA, yeah. But he was hot. That's why, I mean, he still is hot.
You know.
Wow, the lead singer's hot at Trickster.
You know the singer of Bullet Boys lives in Naples.
No way. Yeah. I saw them up in North Dakota one time in college. That's so funny. I love all those bands. They're great stuff. Great stuff.
So 80s hair bands.
80s hair bands. I was listening to, as we pulled up, I was a band called, you know what's great about Spotify is you can put on like Trickster Radio or Danger Radio.
Wow.
And then they play all these different Danger, right?
Big Tango,
yeah, that was good stuff. Yeah, Sleaze Bees. Did you ever listen to Sleaze Bees or Harem Scarum?
Harem Scarum for sure.
My Canadian roommate in college got me into Harem Scarum. But you put it on, and then the algorithm picks up songs that you would like. So my latest phase, and they didn't really make it, but they're called Lily and Axe.
Yeah,
but they have some great songs. If you like the 80s hair band stuff, I mean. Great music, and I don't know why they didn't hit. Maybe they came like right before Nirvana,
yeah, it was,
and it was like that time that was. That's kind of what happened to Trickster. They hit like in 89, 90, and then Nirvana hit.
You go through phases.
I listen to that stuff all the time. My husband's always giving me a hard time.
How about country?
I love country too. I grew up in Montana, and I used to go to street dances and rodeo, dirt dances.
That was before you lived there before Yellowstone.
I was going to say
ruined Montana.
Yeah.
Sorry.
People don't use helicopters to.
But be honest, did Yellowstone?
Cattle.
I've heard from Yellowstone because everybody started moving there. Did it? It did.
Yeah.
It
We're vacationing there. I'm sorry.
Well, and I think Californians are moving to that side.
Wyoming
That's why
too,
Taylor
right?
Sheridan does a lot of political commentary in his shows to kind of show that side. But it's a beautiful place. What I always say is I lived on the ugly side of Montana and the pretty side of South Dakota, because both states you could split in half, and there's an ugly side and a pretty side.
Oh.
So I'm from they're on where South Dakota and Montana touch. That's where I lived in Baker, Montana, which is a town of 1,500 people, full of oil wells and flat farmland. Great people. Loved my life.
What sports you play in high school?
I was a cheerleader.
Shocker.
They didn't have, you know what I mean? They didn't have sports.
Yeah, I was going to say,
My class was 60 people. Yeah,
they
60.
had enough for a football.
They got volleyball, and
both
I
ways.
did play tennis. I lettered in tennis.
Take it easy. Don't get
because
cocky.
no, I lettered in tennis because we were the older ones on the team.
Undefeated. She made all state, all county, all region, has all of her medals.
And you know why we joined tennis? So because our school had money from the oil industry, so we joined tennis so we could have McDonald's, because there was a McDonald's 80 miles away in Miles City, Montana, that we played tennis in. So we would go on our little
80 miles
out of town game.
Wow.
That was the closest McDonald's, 80 miles away.
2 all beef patties.
Yeah.
Sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles.
That's why I still eat a Big Mac every 4th of July.
Really?
You really?
Yeah. Have you guys followed my 4th of July binge?
No. I just started following you last
Okay,
week, so I'm still new.
Well,
Actually, no, I have a fan badge. You know how you like those posts? You earned a fan badge for a Krista Fogelsong. I'm like, wow.
my husband and I try to eat
You
healthy.
get a lot of those pads now.
Yeah.
That's not your
Where's Pat Dearborn again?
I got a lot of badges.
That's not the only.
I got a lot of badges. Next question. Why y'all coming to me?
Are you going to let me talk or not?
Yes, go ahead. Yes, it's your show. Go ahead.
This is my show. My husband and I try to eat healthy most of the time. You know, I have my sugar weaknesses and things. But so we were doing yard work many years ago when we first bought a house back in South Dakota, probably in 2002. And we were like, man, a Big Mac sounds so good right now. And so it's the best. I know, right? So every 4th of July, and I don't know why we did it on 4th of July, because it's a horrible holiday. We should have done it like on St. Patrick's Day when you're not doing things, because it makes you so tired. But we eat junk food from morning till night.
Really?
One day of whatever you want.
I do that
Wow
every
stuffed
day.
Oreos, duck donuts. I get this cinnamon roll thing from Publix. I get a white cake, white frosting from Publix. We go to McDonald's. I get a Big Mac every year.
I get to see the table bakeries.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It's
So
fun.
when you binge all that stuff, though, because I can tell you obviously you're trying. It's not easy. No one's 100%. And I try too. I have a sweet tooth too. But when I binge and I go off the wagon, I can do all that for a whole day. Then I'm like sick.
That's
My
why we
body's
do
like,
it.
What did you do the next 2 or
You're
3 days?
exhausted. You're exhausted.
Yeah, I
The
can't sleep
carb
good.
crashing is intense. And that's why we said the 4th of July is a horrible time to do it, because usually we want to go do things at night and we're so
Right.
tired. We just want to sit at home and just veg. But it's I think people should do it if you just do it one day, because it does make you realize how horrible that food is for you,
Interesting.
because you just binge it and just like eat sugar and fat and you feel sick. And it just makes
Most
you
of those
realize.
programs say you go 6 days and then your 7 days, your cheat day, and you just go crazy, but it makes your body go, ugh.
Yeah,
What about fasting?
I've done it before. I used to do it a lot, but I feel like now, a couple of years ago, I just kind of changed my plan, and I have yogurts and figs and things that are sweet, because all the time I try to eat a little bit all the time.
You're eating healthy.
Because
Sweet
I would do the fasting, and then I felt like I would binge because I knew I wasn't going to eat for 4 hours, so I would eat something horrible for me.
Yeah.
You know, so I try to just eat. If I go out to lunch with my girlfriends, I split lunch, and you know that's plenty. You don't need a whole.
Yeah.
Plus, it's cheaper. You know,
Yeah.
and then you can have a cocktail. You know,
I'm gonna put you on the spot. So looking over at Pat and looking over at me, because this is what you do for a living, right? You see people on TV, on camera. I want you to critique Pat Jira first, then me.
just sit up straight.
His
If I
posture's
was,
horrible.
I would just be like, put your feet on the floor,
His posture's horrible.
sit a little. This is what you tell the news anchors. You sit off the chair and feet. See how I straightened up now, even me. Now all of us have much better posture.
Wow, I feel taller.
So that's what I would
I
tell
feel healthier.
And it gives you like a
Can we,
right?
Ricky, run it back.
But even I do that too. I like sit down. In my
Well, we get
chair.
comfortable, right? We're
Yeah, right,
relaxed.
yeah. But if you sit up straight, you have like a authority.
That's why in the
like
political
authority.
debates, that's kind of how they
or they
too.
want to stand. They have that stance where their legs. Even when I'm standing and I'm talking
Now you
at
can get
authority, I
people
stand with my legs a little wider just because it's just you feel like more authoritative.
All right, quit flexing.
Okay,
She's been flexing.
Now let's move on to Pat Dearborn.
I was sitting normal.
Yeah, then sit back, sit up straight, put your feet down. I mean, you're comfortable. At least you look comfortable. So, I mean,
Do I look good though?
he looks.
Just asking.
He looks very good.
I'm asking for a friend.
A friend would say, "Yes, you do."
Thank you. I like
Fire.
Who's your one
Fire.
friend that you doing the TikTok videos with?
Marie,
I like
my
her.
friend Marie. Yeah,
she's super
she's
cool.
so fun. Yeah,
She's your ride. She your ride or die.
Yeah, I have a couple.
But she's
Lisa's
one.
our other. There's kind of like three of us, but we have a group of girls that were Heather and.
You guys are fun. I mean that.
We do.
I love when I invite you places because like we did our Cars on Fifth party and Krista, it's just you bring energy and fun. There's zero drama. We're just having fun time, and of course you're posting, so you're always going to get an invite any event we do and stuff we do before. I think
Your
cool.
fee.
$10,000. Just kidding.
Send the invoice to P Dearborn at John R. Wood.
That ain't gonna happen. But
I'm just kidding.
I like inviting her to cool things. She's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
She brings
Love
the
to
energy.
get her. Yeah, we got some
like Aaron. I mean, there's certain qualities that are very similar in these type of women. And I'm gonna go back to Aaron, who's part of our live studio audience right now, the Unbreakable Mothers. But I'm just telling you right now, I'm seeing more and more. We joked earlier, why is there no women on Mount Rushmore? There's going to be a Mount Rushmore for women. I think women more and more, go back to the Bible to now. Women, girl power is no joke. It's a real thing. It's happening. Society has changed, man. Women are getting stronger. They're getting more powerful. They're getting more alpha. They're making more decisions. A lot of them are more breadwinners. I mean, it's just society is changing what a woman used to be to what a woman is now. But I love, look, you go back to the Bible, women played a huge role. So my life is faith-based, even though I struggle with it all the time. So I go back to the Bible and read these incredible stories of people that had a huge impact on Jesus. And it's women, women, women. At my church, women do most of the stuff. They get it done. And they got to raise kids, and they got to take care of the dogs, and they got to cook dinner, and they got to work from 2:30 till midnight at their job. So it ain't easy being you guys in 2026. But I swear one day I believe the world we live in, there'll be a Mount Rushmore for women.
Absolutely.
That's going to be a tough one.
I'm not even that type of a woman. I was just joking about that earlier because I think that I still like a man to hold the door for me. I still like chivalry. I still want that. You know what I mean? So
flex a little bit.
Yeah. That's right. That's right.
Even Ricky said that's right. Yeah.
Wow,
look at Ricky's posture.
I mean, you still want that.
Sure.
I still want that. I think there's a place for men and women to, if you work the same, you should get paid the same. But I think there's still a man's role and a woman's role. And I still think that should be part of society as well, because I want to be pampered and, I like that my husband is a hard worker and likes to do stuff. Yeah, he's a man. And I like that, and I think that's what we're losing.
He checks you once in a while when you need it.
All the time.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Wow.
You have to. With personalities like us.
You're Krista Fogelsong. You got to check some shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You can't. So I think it's just you have to you have to be
female version.
Yep.
Female version of Pat Dearborn. Scary.
Yep.
I lost my train of thought, but I'm gonna go back to
talking about men and women. I think that's what's being lost.
Why'd you jump
That's what's being
because
lost.
you're throwing me for a loop. You're like, it's like you're 7 feet tall now. You're sitting up so straight. You got good posture.
Right.
Not about me, Pat.
You're still muted though. I got to do some brighter colors, baby. Brighter colors next time.
Brighter colors. Okay.
For her.
Well,
she comes on our next show.
Here's the deal. Pat and I are peacocks. We like to be noticed in a room. Don't tell me you don't, Pat.
Fake news.
He likes to come in about 35,
Yeah.
45 minutes late.
Yeah.
Attention.
He hates
Right,
attention.
Ricky? What's the Pat Dearborn motto?
Yep.
Wow.
Exactly.
.com?
This is a scene.
Show up
This
late,
is a
cause a
scene,
scene.
but it's a good scene. Yeah. You want to be flashy, and I like to be a little flashy.
You and I don't ever set up with that mindset though. You and I show up and we just walk into a place that we want to, I don't premeditate any, I don't think you do either. I'm going to walk in here and no, if you create a scene, which you always do, it's a positive scene, drama-free scene. Mm-hmm. I love that I see you around other women and like women are just drawn to you. And I'm telling you right now, I know every time you go out, people still remember you from those newscast days. You are a celebrity. And I mean that not in a cocky way, but you embrace that. And it goes back to your core. You said it earlier in the show. You are a celebrity, but you're a celebrity promoting how much
your
love
brand
and respect you have for this area.
Brand.
And I love that because I love this area.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's sad that we have to remind people how awesome it is to live here.
Mm-hmm.
Forget politics and all the negative BS out there. Man, this is a great place to live. And we are blessed to live here. And I'm telling you, you exemplify that all the time. And it keeps me engaged in your social media because I laugh.
Mm-hmm.
I'm bombarded, but I really do laugh at you talk about that buffet bar.
Yeah.
That's a great episode. Like I'm just telling you, you go with that. You lit up when you talked about it. That's your passion.
Yeah.
Go with that, man. There's something big there. I'm telling you. And if you get too big time, maybe you'll have me and Pat on your show one day.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
And Ricky.
Well, if I'm too big time, I don't know.
And Aaron.
Yeah.
Maybe when I'm starting out, but
Please.
Just kidding.
Wow.
I'm only the 5th guest on this show, just by the way.
Pat,
Your schedule.
Can we go unrehearsed rapid fire with Krista Fogelsong?
Let's
Can we
do
go
it.
rapid fire?
Rehearse. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
Okay, you go first.
Coffee or
Coffee.
or cappuccino.
Oh, I have a cappuccino every morning. I have a special machine that was $700, and you hit it, and
What's it called?
it's a Super Automatica. I've gone through a few of them, but it's 4 shots of espresso, and every morning with some half and half, and then I blend it in a magic bullet with some sweet and low and some collagen
My
peptides.
turn.
We'll rotate.
Yeah. You ready?
Yep.
Thigh master or 6-minute abs?
Ooh, ab wheel.
Ab wheel.
I am a huge proponent of the ab wheel. I think it's the best exercise you can
Can't do that. I gave you 2 choices.
Okay, then I'll do 6-minute abs.
No, what you
6-minute
tell them
abs.
is America, land of the freedom of the brave. Next question.
Next
That's how
question.
this
Oh, I didn't know that.
whole thing
Okay,
came
all right,
about.
all right, got it.
Casino or Goodfellas?
Goodfellas.
Great answer. 6-minute abs or 7-minute abs?
Next question.
Dunkin' or Starbucks?
Starbucks.
Def Leppard or Bon Jovi?
Def Leppard.
You're blowing through these. Yeah, freaking Janet Jackson or Whitney Houston?
Whitney Houston.
Wow. Michael Jackson or Prince?
Prince.
50 Cent or Eminem?
50 Cent. 50 Cent.
That's his guy. 50 Cent. That's his guy.
We're good.
I think she's done, man. She's so good. Like I'm
NBC or ABC?
That's a tough one. Now NBC.
Okay.
Really? Why now NBC?
Because most of the people I know from Waterman Broadcasting are NBC
there.
now. Yeah, they're not
Okay,
on NBC
cool.
anymore. Although I still love the ABC people that are there.
Always covering all the bases. She wouldn't insult anybody. I love that about her.
Future politician. I'm
If
just
you
saying.
deserve an insult, you'll get an insult. But
Okay.
if
Yeah.
you know, there's people I still love on both stations.
Oh,
Awesome.
well, one last one. We'll rapid fire, and we'll close it out with this. Patrick Dearborn or Joe Pavich?
Patrick Dearborn, of course.
Does she know Joe? You know Joe, right?
I think I've met him maybe a couple times.
Yeah. Decent looking guy, big, heavy, bushy eyebrows. He's hard to miss. He's had a little bit of Botox too, but I love Joe Pavich.
No, we're good now.
Can I say something real
Absolutely.
quick? We're talking about
It's your show.
It's my show anyway. Confidence going into the room. There's a guy on TikTok that goes around asking people what makes you confident.
Mhm.
And I think, and this is true, a lot of people say this, and it was me. I used to be more insecure. I mean, people growing up would say I never was, but I was. And I think sometimes you just have to pretend you're confident. My mom always said, throw your shoulders back. You just lost 10 pounds. You know what I mean? If you throw your shoulders back and stand up tall, you just look 10 pounds thinner. And so I would just walk in or wherever I had to go, and I would do that. And so I think people sometimes thought I was snooty because when you're walking with your shoulders back and your head held high, yeah. But now it's just become natural. And I think the older you get, you also don't care as much. And I don't care anymore. That's the Gen Xer in me. It's like, if you want to make fun of me, people are going to make fun of me.
Yeah.
People are going to say all these mean things about me, and I don't care.
Love the haters.
Yeah, love them.
And the ain'ters. Love the ain'ters and the haters.
Usually it's someone that doesn't have a picture posted on their social media.
100%.
It's a cat or a stuffed
right
animal.
now. Fake accounts and
yeah.
profile.
So hate on me all you want.
Man up and get a freaking real account and come at me like face to face.
Exactly. Yeah. So, but I think a lot of it is just you have to create your confidence, and once you create it, then it just becomes natural.
Love it.
Who's one realtor you've enjoyed working with and looked at? And it'd be from your company, Sirhan, but you sat back and go, oh, that person's Like for me, it was Bill Earls because Bill Earls was a mentor to me. He's been around forever. And the guys at 1 year did $600 million in 1 year. Who's somebody that's really caught your eye from afar, either at your company or from a different company?
Well, at my company, Ryan Serhant is amazing. I've met him a few times, and he's as genuine as he seems. He's just a really great guy. But here in Naples, Pat O'Connor. I love Pat O'Connor. Great person.
Premier Sotheby's.
Yes, he's an amazing agent, and he's just an amazing person through and through.
So awesome you said that. He's that guy literally is a class act.
Yeah, and Brenda, his wife.
Yeah, no, they're awesome, man. So, and Pat does so much in our community too. Like, I hate the fact he has the same first name as me because that guy's everywhere. And I'll be in a room like, we want to thank Pat. I'm like, O'Connor. No, Pat O'Connor, man, does a ton. The Collier 100, which does all the stuff for our law enforcement, our first responders. I'm glad. That's so funny. I would probably name that name in my top 3 or 4. He's an amazing human being.
And just an amazing person. If I just had to say like the nicest person you could think of, it's Pat O'Connor.
That's awesome. Yeah. Great answer.
What about Ricky Haas on the real estate list?
Ricky Haas, I've never heard of him.
Well, he's known.
He's coming.
He's known on a first name basis in several of the 67 counties in Florida.
It's not Collier.
Krista, thank you. I
mean, what an honor. No,
on behalf of both of us.
Yeah, thanks for keeping us in line.
Yes. And I sit up. Remember, sit on the edge of your seat. Yeah, you look fine. Because he's got the swagger. He's got it.
So we could use some more consulting from you. When we get our sponsorships rolling in and we can afford you, we're going to contact you.
We'll be back in touch.
Consultation.
All joking aside, I see a future show, a live show with a live studio audience. It'd be awesome to have like a he said, she said with Krista on there, with Lauren Maxwell on there, with Aaron on there, and maybe the 3 of us pack the room, 50, 60, 80 people, and do a really good he said, she said, because we hit on something I think that requires more delving into, which is the duality of we were raised as men and women, right? Sorry, there's only 2 genders. If that pisses you off, then don't follow our show. And but man, women they're leading the way. I don't care if it's politically. I can look at a million different things. I look at Melania Trump. Just she's a leader. She's so quiet. You watch that documentary film. I'm looking at Casey DeSantis. Ron did so much in our community. I look at Erica Donalds. I look at the girl sitting next to me right now. I look at Aaron. Lauren Maxwell is a boss. So I'm using that term queen and boss and even the word alpha more and more because, and most women don't get that moniker from me, but I'm seeing it more and more. I think there's a show there talking about men and women hearing their opinions about, I still want a man to be a man, right? Even though everything in society is telling that men are becoming less men. Testosterone levels are going down. I don't know what the hell is going on. Men don't hold doors open for women anymore. I love that you said that. We want men to still be men. But I love that.
I pause at a door, even if it's a stranger.
You'll wait.
I'll wait until if we both arrive at the same time.
What's the longest you've waited?
I will just wait. And then if I hold the door for someone and they don't say thank you, I will say, you're welcome. I know it's kind of snotty, but I just feel like
no, it's not snotty.
Manners.
You're real.
You know,
it's like you say hi to people now. Yeah, okay, you like you're a jerk.
I'm walking my dogs and I'm like, hi. And they go by and I go, hi as they're walking by. But it's just, my mom always said, speak when spoken to. You don't have to be, an outward little kid, but just if someone's, especially an adult, speaks to you, then respond. That's all you have to do.
I hope your mom watches this show because she's amazing for 85 years old, teaching those chair aerobic classes. But mom, you did a great job with this one, man. So good job, mama. Good job. Good job to your mama. One last question. Ricky Haas want to know. So how do you get triceps like that? Because Ricky's just curious.
Ab wheel.
Ab wheel.
Ab wheel is an overall. I have an ab wheel that's this big.
Holy shit.
I do 50 ab wheels a day.
On the knee or on your toes all the way? Are you on your knees?
On my knees.
Okay. Yeah. All the way full extended.
All the way forward, yeah. Because it's high, so you're lifted, you're elevated. So it's hard.
Ricky, do you have an ab wheel in the back of your car real quick? I'd love to get this on tape.
I would do an ab wheel right now.
Damn right you would.
We at Christmas time we have ab wheel challenges at my house. My nephews.
I've done them. They're seriously super hard. Like I get like halfway down.
Yeah.
And when you can do it all the way and your arms are extended and then all the way back up, that's hard.
Big one. It's like a bike type.
Yeah. Well, Pat has a big wheel.
We'll just rip off your big wheel.
Yeah. No, I meant a big wheel. That's my favorite little car.
Okay.
Wheel.
The next time I'm on, we'll do an ab wheel challenge.
That's a date.
See.
Appreciate y'all watching the show.
So much.
Check her out.
Thank you for having me.
One last time, your food show is what? What's the food show?
I don't have a food show yet, but just reach out to me if you'd like to be on Florida News Chick.
Florida News Chick. Check it out.
Bye.